In the heart of the dense forest, a group of friends embarked on a camping trip, seeking refuge from the hustle and bustle of city life. Among them was Jake, a seasoned outdoorsman whose love for adventure often led them into the wildest of places. As they pitched their tents and gathered around the campfire, the air was filled with laughter and the promise of a memorable weekend. As dusk descended upon the forest, the campsite was bathed in the warm glow of the fire, casting dancing shadows on the trees. The friends shared stories of past adventures and toasted marshmallows over the crackling flames, their voices mingling with the gentle rustling of leaves in the evening breeze. But as the night deepened, a sense of unease began to creep into the hearts of the campers, a subtle shift in the atmosphere that went unnoticed at first. It started with Sarah, who excused herself to use the bathroom and never returned. Jake called out into the darkness, but there was no reply, only the eerie silence of the forest. Concerned, the group fanned out to search for Sarah, their flashlights cutting through the enveloping darkness. But she was nowhere to be found, leaving behind only her abandoned belongings and a lingering sense of dread. As the campers regrouped around the dwindling campfire, another member of their group, Mark, disappeared into the night. One moment he was there, laughing and joking with the others, and the next, he was gone, swallowed by the impenetrable darkness of the forest. Fear gripped the remaining campers as they realized that something sinister lurked in the shadows, preying on their friends one by one. Each disappearance was accompanied by a blood-curdling scream that echoed through the trees, sending shivers down their spines and freezing them in place. With each passing hour, the group's numbers dwindled further, until only Jake remained, trembling next to the dying embers of the campfire. He clutched his weapon tightly, his heart racing with fear and desperation as he braced himself for the inevitable. Suddenly, the darkness stirred, and the grotesque forms of disfigured humanoids emerged from the shadows, their distorted faces twisted into expressions of hunger and malice. Jake watched in horror as they closed in on him, their screams piercing the silence of the night and driving him to the brink of madness. In the end, there was only darkness, and the echoes of Jake's screams mingled with those of his friends, lost forever to the insatiable hunger in the shadows and the unyielding depths of the forest. Thus ends this meeting on another detailed incident report. We at Site-Y-1 have a responsibility to know what we're up against. I hope you'll consider subscribing to stay updated on our incident reports. Knowledge is power, after all. You never know when you may come face to face with one of these yourself.